In this episode of 500 Miles More, we're going to give you a behind-the-scenes look at a typical week for the Kaz family.
So we just arrived here, Maverick Ranch. This is what happens when we first pull into a site. We have to kind of look around and see where is it going to be the most level, where are our tires on the road. You can see how the roadway comes in and out here a little bit. We also have to decide how far forward we need to come, because obviously you don't want to be hanging out on the road, but you also want to have room to park your truck, so you can't park in the middle of a site. You also want to look at the site to determine where is it going to be the most level, so we have the least amount of leveling to do, because we don't have the kind of rig that you press a button and it levels it for you.
Here's what I'd like to do. I'd like to come up so that our stairs are on pavement.
Okay.
So that'll keep it a little cleaner.
We could put the rug here.
And then I'd like to bring it over just a little bit this way.
Okay. You shut my door? This site. Deserty. You're in the middle. You don't need to come this way anymore, but you need to pull forward so that the stairs are on the... And stop. That's good. In fact, you could probably go back a little bit if you wanted to. Let me tell you, hold on. Stop! And now I'm gonna go turn the level on. There's our little level button right there. Beeps twice. Bluetooth to Aaron's phone. So we know what we need to do as far as leveling. Some RVs have a fancy little button that you press. Ours does not. Perfectly level.
Which means we're not going to be perfectly level when we put the slides out.
Well, it's not really the slides. I think it's more the feet. But if you come up too far, I don't think we can use blocks. Do you want to use the...
Just to go up onto the Andersons
a little bit?
Yeah, why don't we go up half an inch on the Andersons and see where that takes us.
Okay. So these are pretty cool. We kind of come back onto them. You can see that. Joey, chalk them?
Yeah, go ahead, chalk.
Okay. Is landing gear down? Okay, air out of the airbags. Sounds like the weight settling, doesn't it? The hitch looks like it's tilted more than usual.
Yeah, we're putting a lot of pressure on it.
Right now? What do we do differently?
Well, it's just because we're on an angle.
Oh. Ben's job is water connection this week. Do you remember where that one goes? Right on the water pipe. Yep. Right there. So we have a filter. Filters the water right out from the front. Good job, Benny.
No, don't leave. I'll start it. I'll go and turn it.
Whoop, there it goes.
Good.
Nicely done, Ben.
Thank you, Ben.
Nora. She did not ride here this way. She would have been crushed.
I went.
Ooh, Starlink, Nora.
Stop. Now we take this and we whack it against the trail.
Take
like
that all the way
this.
back.
Whee!
All the way back, baby. Starlink's not a hard one to do, is it?
Slide it down. It's gotta go in that little shoe.
Get down there. Fit it in.
Okay, this is gonna be a tricky one because you have to hook your arm. Okay, go up one more step. Okay, you have to hook your arm around the ladder.
Do I get to go on top of the
Yeah,
roof today?
probably.
Nora up on the roof. Very exciting.
Oh, she didn't like that. Sinking shit. I mean the vacuum. Take that out. Boop. Put it back over here.
Today was a hard day. We left Terlingua and headed 17 miles down the road to Lajitas, which is a little resort town here, and had a lot of laundry to do. You see Sherry walking in with laundry behind me. But it was a hard day. The kids I know were sad about Tio and Tia, Myra and Clara leaving, and there's been a question, what on earth is Tio and Tia? Tio means uncle and Tia means aunt. So we just referred to Sherry's brother and sister, Brett and Natalia, as Tio and Tia, and then Myra and Clara. But it was hard. The kids have just been in a really surly bad mood, and we've been trying to do fun things today just to sort of lighten the blow of the transition of not having family here. But it's been a rough day. There's been a lot of yelling, there's been a lot of tears, there's been a lot of anger, and that's never what you want. But in all things, when you're living on the road, there are up days and there are down days, and you kind of have to go with the ebb and flow of that. And we've been going 3 weeks hard now with being around lots of friends or family, and so we knew it was going to be a hard transition, but beyond that, we need to have grace in all this, and so we're just going to try to have grace. For this morning in Lajitas, we have no churches we could find around us. So we brought church to us from our home church in Michigan. And we're watching.
What is our family word? Agreeable. 2 points to Nora.
2 points to Nora. That is exactly right. We are agreeable.
Even when things are not going our way, we can still have a good attitude.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we are headed over into Big Bend Ranch State Park, which is kind of next to Big Bend National Park, but it's a whole different area. Still part of the, what did we learn today? The Chihuahuan Desert?
Chihuahuan Desert.
Chihuahuan Desert. And so we're going to go for a ride. There's some four-wheeling that they said we could do. That's pretty low-key for our truck. We don't want to go too crazy. It's not like I have my Jeep anymore. And we might go for a hike. We'll see where the afternoon takes us for this beautiful St. Paddy's Day and for Tia's birthday.
At the end of a day exploring, we wind up listening to our books, chilling after some pickleball, doing some rainbow loom. What you making, Nora? What you making?
Organize my rainbow loom.
Oh, she's organizing. That's important too. What's Aaron doing over here? He's cooling down from a pickleball match that rivaled nothing.
Yeah.
Everything.
I won one, he won one.
Okay, alright, that's good. Making some dinner. We went easy tonight with some
Sausages.
sausages. Kids requested mac and cheese, so Kraft and green beans. Looking outside. Living the dream out here. Look at this, people.
Dream.
Just look at this. Those mountains. It's a little sunny this way. I don't know if you're gonna get a good view of this. A little too sunny. Can't complain about that. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day. Aaron, go brah.
Then get drunk.
Look at that. It's called nursing a beer. You drink it real slow so you can enjoy it.
No, nay, never. No, nay, never, no more. When I play the wild rover. No, never, no more. Working on the road tends to be quite enjoyable because I usually get to set up outside and work. If the temperature's going to be in the 70s for the day, I'll set up. Now today it started in the 50s this morning, so it was pretty chilly for me to be out here working. But you can see I got my my desk set up, and new this year I got the sunscreen because it always seems that we get a site that has sun pointed at us at some point. I'm never in the shade. If it is going to be colder, I do a setup of my desk inside in the front bedroom of the RV. We have the bed lifts up, and I can actually set up a desk there, and so you can see how that all gets put together for myself. But for the most part, I really like to be outside. I get up at I try to always be starting to working at 8 o'clock Eastern. So right now we're in Central Time, and so I'm up at 7. And going next week, we're going to be moving into Mountain Time, so I'm actually going to be up at 6 and starting to work. So I'll work inside, usually checking emails and answering stuff, doing overnight support stuff that came in, and then get my desk set up. Usually that is just working on the phone or on the laptop. But then I get my desk set up and I'm off and working, off and running for the day. So working on the road tends to be quite nice. While I'm outside working, the kids are typically inside working, doing school. So let's go peek and see what they're doing right now. Here's school going on inside. They're watching
San Antonio.
one about San Antonio. They're doing some Texas stuff.
Taking those influences and putting them into stuff that translates as.
So they will move outside for school at some point, but they usually tend to start inside because there's a lot less distraction inside with everything going on, and so that works out good for them for school. This evening in this moment, because in real life here, most of the times we're chasing the kids around and yelling at them to brush their teeth, put on their pajamas, get ready for bed, stop arguing with each other, all the normal kid stuff. But then every so often, we have these moments of solitude.
Reading books by the fire in the middle of the desert.
Yep, reading books by the fire.
Even if they're on our phones.
They're on our phones. we don't travel with books, so we got to read everything on our devices. So thank you, Kindle Paperwhite and iPhones. But just sitting and looking at the mountains, enjoying the cool night air. I don't think we're gonna see any stars tonight because it's pretty overcast. But it's just these quiet moments like this that make it worthwhile. Not the moments that we're all yelling at the kids, because that happens too, unfortunately. If you're over in Big Bend Ranch State Park, Closed Canyon is a highlight of a hike through this awesome canyon. You can't go all the way down through it. It ends because there's too much water and too many drop-offs at a certain point, but all the way down with the scrambling is great. Dusty.
Sure is. Oops, sneeze it.
You press the end button here.
Cheerios with this chocolate granola is amazing. Oh, you know what you could have? The rest of this peanut butter stuff that Ben made. Okay, strike that I made.
Yeah.
Huh?
I'll
You want some?
Sorry, I sneezed.
Here.
My son's cramping. I keep feeling like I need to sneeze.
Getting ready to head out. So we've moved the children to the picnic table. They're not happy about that, but such it is. Oh, I hope you guys can see this amazing view around us. Well, Hope calls it rocks and dust. That's all there is rocks and dust here, but oh my goodness, I love this place. We pulled the slides in. We've disconnected water and sewer and power. We've cleaned it out as much as we can so those slides come in, we don't rip up our floor. Connected so that we get our brake lights and turn signals
And brakes.
and brakes. That's always important too. Little things. Just make sure the extra doesn't get stuck on a bike. Although we have fewer bikes back here now, so that's unlikely to happen. Ooh, that's close. All right. It's open. Yeah, almost.
I'm not sure.
Lucky. You're gonna be on YouTube again.
I was watching TV and stuff. No. New one. Gonna tell you. I haven't seen it. You haven't seen it. Dad. Oh, you. I look fabulous in it. Yeah, this one.
Making you do all the work.
It's okay.
It's in the name of our public.
Park and Big Bend Ranch State Park, and it's been almost 2 weeks that we've been down here, and it has just been a wonderful time.
I love it here.
Yeah, weather's been good. We had a couple windy days, but that's what you get in the desert, the high desert here. And so, did we have favorites from Big Bend?
Swimming in the pool.
Swimming in the pool,
Here
yeah.
is amazing.
Lajitas had a really cool pool. It's more like a little resort, an oasis resort in the middle of the desert. And so, yeah, that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it too. Ben, what was yours?
Swimming in the pool.
Ben said swimming in the pool also.
Yeah.
Hope, you have a favorite?
Probably swimming in the pool.
We are
Sounds like the kids are in
surrounded
agreement.
by two of the most incredible national and state parks in the country. And they enjoyed swimming in the pool, and that's okay.
But it was warm enough to swim in the pool
It
this
was.
week, which was great. Even when it wasn't, the pool was heated.
Yeah.
So it was fun.
That's great. Sherry.
I have so many favorites. I don't know that I could pick one. I loved doing our closed canyon hike a couple days ago. I absolutely loved that one. I really, really enjoyed going off-roading, even though it made us all
Made me nervous.
nibble our fingernails a little bit. If you could get them into your mouth, but with the bouncing. And I really enjoyed just living resort life this week. Walking back to the clubhouse and walking across the street to the boardwalk where they have fancy restaurants and homemade cinnamon rolls and espresso and a
Ice
movie
cream every
theater
night.
where you can tell them what movie you want them to put on. They'll put it on for you. You can sit in a movie theater by yourself and watch. So, I mean, it was really nice to kind of get back into our own family routine in a place like that.
Yep. Yeah, to get back into the school routine, the work routine was nice. My favorite was definitely the hikes that we did. Hiking the hoodoos and then hiking the Coast Canyon. Those were cool. I mean, don't get me wrong. The pool and playing pickleball and all that was fun at the resort.
Pickleball
But
was fun too.
you know, when you're at incredible national and state parks, you gotta take advantage of that. So that wraps it up for us here in Big Bend. We are on the road and headed up to Carlsbad, New Mexico.
New Mexico.
We're gonna spend some time in Carlsbad Cavern. Caverns, I don't know if it's in plural. I don't know. We're gonna go down to the Guadalupe Mountain National Park.
Yeah,
And,
just for a day.
Just for a day, and do some hiking down there.
Go ahead, Dora.